Yo, hey there, we gotta talk about My Hero Academia. Now, I know you might be thinking, why my hero? My hero ain't done nothing wrong. Now listen to this, right? Now, you're in a world full of heroes, adult heroes who have quirks, abilities that are far beyond human understanding. And you have a high school full of children who are learning how to use these superhuman abilities. Now, when you pair this with the aesthetic, you're saying, oh, this is just some good old fashioned rom com anime where they're getting themselves into some antics and all that. The thing is, they do not get into some antics. Every other week, they're fighting either the League of Villains, the Mafia, or some other random ass nigga. Now, you might be thinking again, okay, well, that ain't no problem because the heroes are there to help them. Well, the thing is, ain't no heroes helping them. Basically, every time a villain attacks, guess what happens? The heroes are sitting back, drinking pina coladas, enjoying their life, while the kids are there almost dying every week. Now, if you watch Heroes Rising, you'd understand this because in Heroes Rising, basically, it's an entire movie about how the Hero Association shipped off the kids to a faraway island. Don't worry, that ain't gonna happen to y'all if y'all be good, but still. They basically shipped them off to this far-ass island. They make friends, they find out new stuff, they fight a villain. The villain almost destroys the entire island, some of them almost died. And guess what happened? Not a single hero was there. Now you might argue that, okay, but the communications were down, so they couldn't contact them. Now you use your common sense to think of this part. You're sending children to an island. Wouldn't the best course of action be to send a pro hero with them, like Eraserhead or President Mike or that blood nigga? Anybody. Hell, nigga, we'd even take Best Genius or something, bro. Now, Best Genius is goated, but still, we gotta stay on track here. So, these are heroes in training. Remember, in training. So, they're not even close to as strong as the heroes. Now, while some of the heroes might be weaker than them, they're not stronger than all the heroes. And, like, if they went up into a fist fight with some of the heroes, they would get demolished. Now, I'm trying to figure out why the hell they didn't send adults with the kids when they sent them off to the island. Now, wouldn't that have made the most sense? So in the event of villain attacks, the kids are protected, but nah. They let children go by themselves to an entire island with no communication by themselves. So they were there fighting off villains who could run All Might's. They could run All Might's fate. They could have run All Might's pockets. And they fought them by themselves with no help at all from anyone else. Now when I hear My Academia, I don't think about an anime about a kid who was quirkless, had no powers, and then he became powerful by obtaining the powers from eating a nigga's hair, which is gross as hell, but I ain't judging. The pursuit of power is different and it's done through many ways. Sasuke got bitten by a curse mark. Sasuke got bitten by Orochimaru. Itadori ate some fingers. You know, like, sometimes I gotta do some weird ass things to get power, but still. Yeah, so what I think of is the fact that you have kids in high school, 16-year-old children, who every other week get into life or death battles where if they can't survive, that's it. They flatline. They OD'd. They're done. They're gone. And then when they can't finish it, literally everyone else in the world calls them weak or wimp or they're complete and other ass faces and they're dumbasses and why didn't they defeat the villain and they're getting blamed and blah blah blah. When they literally tried their absolute hardest to fight against someone who ran their pockets 15 times over. Now, look at all the movies and look at all the arcs. Tell me, not once have you ever seen a pro hero intervene in the Stain arc. Who defeated Stain? Ida Todoroki. And who? Izuku Midoriya. Not Endeavor, not anyone else. During the Heroes Rising arc, who defeated the villains? Class 1A. During the Nomu arc, you can say that was All Might because he actually helped in that arc. Now, what about the Festival arc? When Deku had to go up against the Gentlemen. Were any heroes there during the fight? Hell no. But the second bro was done fighting, all the heroes pulled up. Now, you can say, but they still came. Nigga, what help are you offering after the fight is done? Like that's like saying, after someone's finished eating, asking them if, are you gonna start eating now? That's like going to someone who you've just seen finish drinking water and say, yo, you gonna drink that water, cuh? Like, it makes no sense to even show up in the first place. They basically let the children do all of the hard work and then take all the credit. I.e. the Stain arc. When the kids defeated Stain, they said they couldn't let it be known that a bunch of kids ran the hero killer's pockets. Like, they tossed around that nigga salad and ain't nobody gonna say nothing about that. Nah, they said it was Endeavor who killed Stain. Because if they say that it was some kids, which they know it was some kids, if it's learned and put out that children were the ones who defeated it, then what would that be viewed as? The heroes being absolute and utter weaklings, and they couldn't do anything. So it would be shown as the heroes having weakness. So because of that, they had to make it sound like the heroes are the ones who defeated Stain. Now, y'all niggas must have thought I forgot. Now, I'm gonna tell you this here. I remember the Overhaul arc, nigga. Yeah, that's right. The arc where we met our favorite little munchkin, Eri. Guess who defeated Overhaul? Not All Might, not Aizawa. Midoriya. Midoriya defeated Overhaul. And guess what got the credit? The heroes. Because ain't nobody going to tell the kid who literally just came out of being quirkless and got powers that, yo, bro, we're going to give you all the credit. Nah, dog. They just going to say, yo, it was the heroes who defeated him. So don't worry about these little kids because they ain't been doing nothing. Like, bro, I swear, bro. Like, why did they make an anime about kids fighting the greatest bads of all time? And then the only times you ever see the heroes come in, they either die, get their salads tossed, or get their face ran. Now, remember, in the arcs that all the heroes show up in, the kids beat the villain, and if the hero intervenes, they somehow get their shit ran, nigga. Like, it's confusing as to how you're supposed to be the defenders of justice. You're supposed to be the ones who save children, and y'all getting saved by children. Like, what's the point in you even being here? Like, you're about as useful as Sakura before the Chunin exams. Hell, you're about as useful as Sakura throughout the entire series of Naruto, Shippuden, and Boruto. Now, I'm not saying that you shouldn't try, that they're not trying at all. I'm just saying they could put a better effort to try and save the children, the future, the ones who are gonna save us in the end. That's just me, cuz. Anyways, I'm gonna end this off. First video, hope you like it. Let's try to get this to a couple views. Not expecting a lot, just a little. Alright, peace out, cuz. Stay safe out there.